PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code CAJUN, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana, and I am back. 7 weeks off, well, 6 weeks off. This is going to be PWCC Weekly Recap number 124. Weekly auction number 124. We're going to look at the top 48 highest selling basketball cards with a pretty heavy emphasis on Jordan because A, that's what I care about. B, that's what you care about. C, that's what a lot of these cards are. They're Michael Jordan cards, but there's some more stuff. There's tons of really good Victor Wembanyama in here. There's two, as you saw from the thumbnail, animal print Luka Doncic PSA 10 rookie cards that do battle and wage war. We'll see who wins between those two animalistic Luka Doncic cards. And then there's some other really cool stuff. We'll look a lot of this data up in Card Ladder like we always do. So let's not waste any time. Let me get you over. Guys, the one thing I will ask you to do before we get started is these videos take some time. They take work. I've got to prep it. I've got to do it. It's every single Monday that I'm trying to bring these to you. I'd love to keep doing this. Do me a favor. If you're buying cards on PWCC, use the Cajun Cardboard affiliate link that's in my YouTube description. And for God's sakes, if you're selling cards on PWCC, use the promo code CAJUN, all caps, C-A-J-U-N. I just checked the monthly results. I can always go back and chat and track and check who used the promo code to sell, who used the affiliate link to buy. Guys, I do want to say thank you. Those of you out there who have sent me messages saying, hey, I'm selling this whale. I'm using the promo code Cajun. It is such a good feeling. It is so rewarding to know that my big mouth is actually meaning something. People are getting great results, great stuff is happening on the PWCC weekly auctions. All right, that's enough of a pump train. It's enough of a hype. Guys, make your own decisions whether the cards are selling for the prices they should. There ain't no secrets here. Nobody's lurking in the shadows. You're seeing what the cards sell for. PWCC's sharing ratio is really easy to find. Go on their website, scroll down and look at it, and you will see how much you net if a certain card sells for a certain price. It's real simple. There's no secrets. It's pretty straightforward. If you use the promo code CAJUN, C-A-J-U-N, all capital letters, I get a little chunk of PWCC's money. It doesn't change anything on your end. It's just a great way for you guys to support the channel with no money coming out of your pocket. Let's get going. Card number 48. What's this? What is this rare gem that has been unearthed? The 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron James. What a better way to start back after a 7-week hiatus than looking at probably the flagship rookie card of this millennium. It is the number 111 Topps Chrome base card. That's the card in all its glory and splendor. I remember chasing these 20 years ago. And by the way, guys, it is my birthday today. That is a cheap way for me to get lots of comments and likes on this video. So if you like the fact that I'm 50 years old and I can still speak and I don't have dementia and I have some semblance of retaining the body of a grown Caucasian man, I'm trying to keep it in one piece at age 50 with 7 kids and a wife and get in the gym every day, hit the like button on this video. Let's wish me a happy birthday in that way. Here we go. 2,311. We know the pop's high. We know the card is common. We know the card's easy to find. There's a zillion of them. Over the last 6 months, the card's down 12%. Okay, that's not a surprise. It's been going down for like 3 years in a row, right? We know this because it went up inorganically. But watch what happens as we go to 3 months. It's only down 1%. As we go to 1 month, it's only down 2%, which is, all these are flat. 1 and 2 is flat, right? Over the last 2 weeks, it's actually up 5%. So 4,200 is about what we expected on this card. That's just your update on one of the most prevalent, most common cards in the hobby, and a card that speaks for the hobby in a way similar to the 86 Fleer and the 2018 Silver Doncic, and in the 96 Chrome Kobe Bryant, etc. I can go down the list. All right, an exquisite collection Carmelo jersey auto BGS 8. Didn't have the time to check the back to see what the autograph grade was. $4,200. These cards are so gorgeous, even when it's Carmelo Anthony. The black hole, me first. 2023 Prism. This is going to be the first of many different color variations of Prism. Does anybody out there, somebody in the comments, do the research for me, because I'm not buying anything from 2023 Prism, even though I wish I could. There's just too many of it out there, too much of it printed. Somebody in the comments, I want to know, let me know in the comments how many different color parallels there are between, we're going to throw out Monopoly, right? So let's just talk about Prism and Prism Choice and Prism Fast Break, if that still exists, and whatever images look like this card, number 136. I want to know how many different color parallels there are. I have no idea. I think the last time I actually cared, there was like 45. So I'm guessing it's like 745, because Blue Seismic is selling for 4,320. It's serial number 299. Next, we got an Ant Edwards. Odd timing on this. Maybe they thought Ant was going to pull it out, but 2020 Contenders Optic Variation Blue. It is a color match. That's really cool. It's serial number to only 49. That's really cool. And it is a PSA 9, Pop 7. Only 2 10s exist. This card does 4,320. Ant just not quite there yet on the same level as Luka Doncic. Another Victor, the same number 136, another color parallel. This is the Purple Ice, a deliciously flavored purple ice. It's serial number to 149. 4,440 for that one. So a higher number, that's interesting. You would think that the lower serial numbered would sell for more, but the Purple Ice sold for 120 bucks more. Another cracked ice. There's ice everywhere. There's freaking ice everywhere. It's like we're at a, well, I'm not going to make that joke. 2017 Panini Contenders. I had a P. Diddy joke in there about ice, but that's probably going to be in bad taste, so I'm going to keep that one in the holster. 2017 Panini Contenders Cracked Ice Jason Tatum Rookie Auto, serial number to 20. Wow. It is a 8 for the card, no grade for the autograph. The autograph will speak for itself. It looks pretty good. Look how thin Jason Tatum looks in this picture. Shredded, but emaciated, like a young Giannis, right? He's much bigger now, much stronger. We're going to see what he can do with Luka and the boys in this NBA Finals that starts Thursday at 7:30 Central Time, as I recall. 4,440 for that Jason Tatum. Michael Jordan PSA 7. You know what? I never look up 86 Fleer Jordan mid to high grades. If it's a 10, I'll look it up. But I'm going to look up the 7 because it's been 7 weeks and people want to know. First of all, let's be real clear. This is a horrific 7, okay? I just recently graded a 6 that looks 1,000 times better than this. I am sorry if I am offending whoever sold this card, especially if you use the promo code Cajun, all caps. Did I mention that that's one way to support the channel? The promo code Cajun when you sell on PWCC. But this is an awful 7. Correct me in the comments if you disagree with me. That's what a 7 should look like, which is much, much better centered. This 7 here must have incredible corners and edges because that centering is an eyesore to say the least. Look at this. This is a 4,488 pop card, so not rare. This is sort of the, I don't want to say, this is not a ho-hum everyday card. $5,000 for a piece of cardboard is no joke, right? You got to keep that in perspective, but this is probably those guys who are looking to say, you know what, I don't have a Jordan card. I need to put a Jordan rookie card from 86 Fleer into my collection. And all the star people just, all the star people are up in arms. Let's just say, leave the word rookie out of it. An 86 Fleer Jordan 57, I need to put one of those in my collection. A lot of people will gravitate to 7s and 8s, I believe. So this PSA 7 has sold 69 times in 90 days. So that should give you an idea of how easy it is to get your hands on it. Getting your hands on a nice one is obviously a little bit different. This one, we know last night sold for $4,680. So you're probably wondering, well, why does this price point say $4,490? And the reason is more than one card sold. We know the deal. Card Ladder averages the values and spits out a data point right here. So this card is actually down 7% over the last 3 months. Over the last 6 months, it's actually up 8%. So who hell knows what's going on with that 86 Fleer. Not much is changing with that card. There's just too many of them for it to change too much up or down in such a short time period. So keep your eye on that. I always see these. I don't know anything about them. I think this is Eminence. Yeah, Panini Eminence MVP Steph Curry Gold Bar Patch. It is an autograph, which is cool. It is serial number to only 3, and it's sold for $4,800 in its original casing. Another one we see quite often is the 2003 SPX LeBron Patch Auto Rookie Card, serial number to 750. This card does $4,800 last night on PWCC. Here's a cool one. This is a rookie card. It's a Contenders Optic Up and Coming Autographs Gold Doncic sticker rookie, sticker auto, of course. Serial number to only 10, BGS 9.5 mixed gem with a 10 and a 9, 10 for centering, 4,920. This is a Pop 2 card in BGS 9.5 with none graded higher. And then we'll get to a card that I know and love, the 1998 Skybox Premium Old Label PSA 9 Intimidation Nation. Crazy pack odds, crazy card. Jordan is right up in your mug on this card. A really cool insert set to collect. I've seen pictures of this entire set put together on Instagram. It's visually appealing, to say the least. This is a Pop 29 card. It is, over the last year, up 6.94% with some camel humps in there. What I wanted to show you guys was this is true rarity, right? We've just looked at cards. We're talking about a Victor Wembanyama card that's serial numbered to 149. Well, how about this? This freaking card is 26 years old, and it's only been graded, and a lot of these are going to be cracking resubs between the two big ones. It's only been graded 173 times in 26 years. And so that just kind of gives you some idea of how important these Jordan 90s inserts are, and a lot of people are starting to figure it out, and a lot of people are starting to pay out their ass for them. But this PSA 9 is a Pop 29. Look at the price on the PSA 10. Yikes. 33 grand card ladder estimates, so that's a big number. So PSA 9 just kind of trudging along over the last year, plus 6.94% over the last 2 years. Down. This card sold for $7,000. So there's still Jordan cards out there to be had that are not necessarily breaking records. PSA 10s are breaking records. PSA 9s, there's still deals to be had. I've been trying to tell people this. PSA 9s, BGS 9.5s, that's where I'm dwelling right now. Personally, that's what I'm doing. Let's look up this Dream Shake. This Dream Olajuwon, of course, remember there's no H on the Hakeem because he had not changed his name yet. This PSA 10 sold for $4,920. There's the card. Beautiful card. I think he's wearing Brooks. Is he wearing Brooks shoes or are those Converse? No, those are New Balance or Brooks. Somebody tell me in the comments. I can't remember. Those are either Brooks or New Balance. I can't tell. I thought he wore Brooks, but I'm maybe thinking of Neek. Anyway, this is a Pop 349 in perfect condition out of a zillion, million, trillion graded. The card's actually flat over the last 6 months, so good to see there on the Olajuwon rookie. Moving along, we've got a Wilt Chamberlain significantly off center PSA 6. This looks like that Jordan 7 that we looked at. This Wilt PSA 6 does 4,920. One of the 5 most important, I would say, basketball vintage rookie cards in history, along with the Mike and along with the Kareem, along with the Dr. J, and perhaps the Maravich, the Russell, the Oscar Robertson. Those kind of cards will sneak in there. The Jerry West, perhaps the Elgin Baylor. 2003 SP Authentic Signatures Kobe PSA 10 does $5,000. The next color of du jour is, I didn't take French, but I think that means of the day. 2023 Prism Red Choice PSA 10 serial number 2, a nice and arbitrary 88. Number 136, it's that same card again, 5,160. So for 15 grand, you could have picked up a blue seismic, a purple ice, and a red choice. 3 of the 8,000 different color parallels. 2003 Upper Deck Rookie Exclusives, autograph LeBron, 8.5, 10 for the auto, does 5,160. Never seen this card in my life. 2023 Panini NSCC, I think stands for National Sports Card Convention, which I am going to in Cleveland. Grab me, stop me, shake my hand, introduce yourself, talk to me if you see me. I've got 6 days on the books up in Cleveland next month, so I am very much looking forward to meeting and greeting with a bunch of you guys and swapping hobby stories and talking about cards and whatnot. 2023 Panini Sports Card Convention VIP Gems. This is a 1/1, which is why I've never seen it, and it graded a PSA 10 coincidentally. $5,400 for that LeBron 1/1. Congrats to that LeBron collector that picked that up. You're the only one in the world that has it. 1998 Metal Universe Linchpin, so we know this is a monster. This is Jordan in his Concord 11s. Where is it? There it is right there. Beautiful card. We know that these little linchpins that are shooting out from behind Jordan are actually pinhole, die cut, punched out of the card, whatever you want to call it. Similar to the Intimidation Nation, crazy pack odds on this one as well. Over the last year, the card sold twice in PSA 8, so that should give you some idea of just how damn rare this card is. If we look at the total graded pop, it looks kind of like the Intimidation Nation, to be quite honest with you. 183 total times it's been graded by PSA and BGS, and similar numbers. PSA 10, 28 grand. I mean, you're talking about a huge card right there. A tier 2 hierarchy card, just like the Intimidation Nation. Next, we've got the 2023 Panini Prisms Red Power. Again, another gem mint, another color variation. This is a 9.5 that does battle with the PSA 10s and wins. So this, to me, I would call it Red Starburst. They call it Red Power, whatever. Serial number to 75, 5520 for that Victor. We got 2 Jordan 8.5s in a row. Some creepy looking old BGS label or something. I don't know what the hell's going on there. You don't see that very often. And then the normal BGS 8.5 label that you're used to seeing. This one's got a 9 and all 8.5s. This one's got a 9 and all 8.5s. So 5520, 5640, 2 cards. You know, I would pick the one that's the best centered. Coming up, this is a card, this seems cheap to me, okay? I don't own a single Nikola Jokic card that I can recall. I don't own a single Nikola Jokic card, so I have no dog in this hunt. This is a premium product. It's flawless. It's an on-card autograph. It is a BGS 8.5. I'm assuming it's a 10 for the autograph on the back. I guess we should look at that because it's a pretty important card. 10 for the autograph. Okay, good. We got that. 5,760, serial number to only 25. It's on the same row as another, here we go again, Orange Wave. This is not an orange, this is an Orange Wave, serial number to 60, right? The orange serial number to 49. I think we'll see one in a second. This is the Orange Wave, serial number to 60. Victor Wembanyama outsold this 3-time MVP. I don't understand it. I love Victor Wembanyama as much or more than anybody. People call me a hype train. I don't have any Victor cards. I think I might actually have one that I pulled out of a pack of hoops or something stupid. It's at PSA. I'm sure it'll get a 10 and it'll be worth $80 or something. This Orange Wave should not be outselling the 3-time MVP, a guy who is pushing to be a top 10 player that has ever lived on the face of the earth. 5,760 for the Luka. Let's skip over the Steph because we've seen a trillion of those. I mean, that's the other question is like, why would this Steph be worth more than this Luka card? It is a lower serial number. It is a better grade, but it's not a rookie card. And it is a badass patch, and this one doesn't have a patch. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You got 3 choices here. Let's just say they're all $6,000. I want to know in the comments what kind of collector you are. Steph's probably ahead of Jokic, maybe, on the all-time historical list based on paper resume. Maybe. Is he? I guess he is. He's got a hell of a lot more rings, but Jokic has 3 MVPs. Steph had a lot. I mean, I don't know. This is tough. And then Victor, who the hell knows what this guy's going to do? Gobert stole the Defensive Player of the Year from him. He was freaking way better than Gobert on defense this season and blocked over a shot more. He blocked more shots this year, I think, than Gobert's ever blocked in his career. Maybe somebody check on that, something crazy like that. And I know there's more to defense than shot blocking, but I've watched games. I've watched him alter games like Gobert's never altered, in all deference to Gobert, who's a pretty good defender. Jokic, Curry, Wembanyama, you got $6,000, choose one. Here's a card that's really badass, and again, it's a, I guess they call them pajama cards or t-shirt cards. It's not NBA licensed because it's Bowman Inception University. He's on his Metro 92s or 96ers or whatever the hell his French team was. It is a Pop 1. It is a BGS 10. It is an autograph, and it is $6,300 for that card right there. Another Jokic autograph rookie card. This is Copper Prism, and it is a PSA 10. $6,300 for this one, and it's also, by the way, his jersey number, serial number to 49, but this is numerator 15 out of 49, so math nerds around the world are rejoicing in the streets. 97 Metal Universe PMG Red, David Robinson. You guys know I get a little tear in my eye when I see these 97 original PMG Reds because I was so close to putting that set together, and then I bailed on it to go push into Jordan cards harder, which again, that's what makes me happy. That was my adaptation. Everybody takes moves, zigs, zags, turns. The collecting in this hobby is not a straight line. I promise you, whatever you think you love today, there is a decent chance you're going to love something else, or at least veer a little bit and take a couple of detours in the course of your hobby career. Again, it sounds like I'm this, old OG vet hobby collector. I'm just saying I'm 50 years old today, right? Today was my 50th birthday. I've collected cards for probably 35 of those 50 years, and what I want in my collection changes pretty regularly. Jordan's been sort of the one constant, but PMG Reds are fascinating. They're amazing, especially when you're talking about OGs, first ballot Hall of Fame, top 10 centers of all time named David Robinson. Let's pull it up and look at it. There's your card, right? And you're like, ugh. You collect modern cards, you're like, what the fuck is going on with that edge? It's disgusting. Well, get used to it. That's what it's like. This is sorted by date sold. This 7.5 sold for about $900 less than an 8.5. But the PSA 4 sold for $67, $66. So the PSA 4 outsells the 7.5 this calendar year. That's just kind of how it's going with PMG Reds, because people want to make sure it's authentic, especially with all the crap going on lately with the fake altered Jordan that was slapped by BGS. That's a story in and of itself. I'll let you guys talk about that. I'm not that guy. But look at this. Let's look at price. The highest price ever paid was an 8.5, right? This is 7.5. It's a good card. And an 8.5 sold for $16,000 back in 2023, which is part of the reason I got out in 2023 of my PMG Reds. They were running so hot. Somebody made me an offer I could not refuse. I had 130 PMG Reds, and I said, you know what? This money will go a long way in the Michael Jordan insert and parallel market. And I made the choice, made the move, sold them, made gobs of money, and then just put it all right back into Jordan stuff. Rave Reviews, PSA 9, Jordan, right here. Another rare card, like the Intimidation Nation, like the linchpins. Crazy ass pack odds. If you don't know what pack odds are, research it. If you don't know what the pack odds for this card are, buy an MJ Hierarchy poster from me. Message me on Instagram. They're easy to buy. I'll get it to you the next day. Here's the card, Rave Review. It always says Rave Reviews on the label. Rave Review is what it says on the card. When you search it on eBay and search it anywhere, I would suggest putting reviews and review in there so you don't miss one. But this is a Pop 26 card. Look at this card run over the last 6 months. This is a PSA 9, not a PSA 10. Over the last 6 months, this card is up 31%. Again, we looked at the linchpins, we looked at the Intimidation Nation. There was about 160 to 180 of those graded. There's significantly more of these graded. Over 321 have been graded. Still, what is that? 26 total Gem Mint copies. I'm lucky enough to own a Gem Mint copy myself. This PSA 9 is running, fellas. That's 6,900 right there. Wow, that's a big number. Not the highest ever. It is the 5th highest sale ever, it looks like. The 5th highest sale ever, but it looks to be trending upward. So notes taken. And Anthony Edwards 101, not a rookie, and this is the Sensational Signatures. PSA 10, 101 does 7,200. Luka Doncic, Flawless, Patch Auto, again, not a rookie, does 7,200. That's serial number 10, the gold parallel. These are interesting. This is a Michael Jordan record breaker auto, serial number to 250. So he autographed 250 of these. That's interesting. It does have the NBA gold sticker on there, which matters, or does it? You guys tell me. 7,500 for this PSA 7. 10 for the autograph is what you want. Obviously, no one would rather a 10 card 7 auto, although a 10 record breaker 10 might sell for 7,000 without the auto on it, to be quite honest with you. The orange Topps Chrome Kobe with LeBron James. Of course, that's one of the iconic cards along with the LeBron James chalk toss. 7,800 for that orange number to 499 PSA 10. And then let's look up the first real big Jordan Gem PSA 10 insert is the 98 Metal Universe Planet Metal. The 97 gets most of the acclaim. It's probably more visually appealing from 97 Metal Universe Planet Metal. The 98 Metal Universe Planet Metal PSA 10, sorry silly, is right there. Beautiful looking card. You got Earth behind it. Look, there's Baton Rouge right there. No, I'm just kidding. Pop 32 in PSA 10, up 30% over the last 6 months. So another Jordan card making moves. This is the highest sale over the last 6 months, $8,100 last night on PWCC number 124. And then one of the silliest, goofiest looking cards, and that's really saying something because there's a lot of silly, goofy cards. This Luka Doncic card, he should not have licensed them to make this card. This is as fruity as it gets right here. Anyway, there's Luka Doncic pretending like he can dunk a basketball with the little happy smiley face in the middle of an old western town with a rabbit over here. I don't know what's happening in this card. People like these little cartoon cards. This is the 2018 Cornerstones Downtown. Last night on PWCC, it sold for $8,400. Which, again, we thought Luka was dead. Well, guess what, baby? He's resurrected, and he has busted his way to the NBA Finals single-handedly. I think I saw a graphic that he leads the playoffs in points, rebounds, assists, steals, 3-pointers made. It's like 8 different things, not just his team. He leads the whole playoffs in all of these categories. So a lot of that is a factor of he's played more games than anybody, but nevertheless, this is a Pop 46 downtown card. It's up 52%. This card was 5,500 7 months ago. 6 months ago. 7 months ago. 6 months ago. 5,500 sold last night, 8,400. That's real dollars, man. That's a real return. LeBron James exquisite patch autograph from 2004 exquisite, so not a rookie, so you get a little discount there. Still, that is a big time card. You can squeeze a third color in on that top left corner of that patch. 8.5, 10 for the autograph does $9,000. And then look, this is the first card where you've seen me involved, and I really wasn't. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew this was going to happen. I put in a bid. I put in a pretty damn aggressive bid. The 1997 SPX Gold. I own a grand finale. I own the silver. I own I used to have a gold, but I think I sold. I think I had a gold 7 that I sold or something like that. So I've got a silver, the sky blue, the bronze, the base, and the grand finale. I need the gold. I need the gold 10, right? But guess what? So does somebody else who has a lot more money than me, or who money means a lot less to than me. $9,600 for this PSA 10 Jordan Gold last night. There's the card right there. This is the highest price ever paid for this Pop 13 SPX Gold PSA 10 in history, and it ain't close. It beat the old highest record from last year by $3,100. Guys, that is almost a 50% jump from the last sale. So humongous sale last night right there. All-time record set for another Jordan PSA 10 insert / parallel. Sorry, it's a parallel from the 90s. I normally don't look up Kobe's, but I don't collect him, but this card deserves some respect. This is a great looking card. I love how the little basketballs are in cages. I'm not sure why, but they are. This is the 1999 Ultra Millennium Men, serial numbered to only 100, PSA 10, and we've got it pulled up right here. That's what the card looks like. Great image, great card, ugly shoes. All-time record slightly by about $8,000 and then some change. 9,900, far and away the highest price ever paid for this Pop 19 Kobe Ultra Millennium Men. Now, to be fair, to keep it in perspective, the card last sold in 2017, okay, for $1,651, but it does $9,900 last night, which is almost as much as a 97 Super Rave, which is serial number to only 50. I need to know, Kobe collectors. I don't know the Kobe market like you guys do. I need to know in the comments, are you taking this Millennium Men PSA 10 Pop 19, or are you taking a Super Rave, not a rave, like Iverson said, not a rave, a Super Rave, serial number to 50, BGS 9 copy, Pop 7. There's only one BGS 9.5. This is a big time card here. This is a big time card here. Two great cards for Kobe collectors. You guys have to be moist just looking at those. 2023 Prism Orange. So we saw the orange wave down below. Now we're looking at the actual orange, which is serial number to 49, 11 lower. This is a PSA 10. It's card number 136, which you guys should all have memorized by now. It's also considered the Black Curtain card. This card sold for $10,500 last night, so we've seen about 40 grand worth of Wemby so far. 1997 Fleer Thrill Seekers Jordan PSA 10. Well, let's see. It's got a scope pattern in the background. It's got Jordan. It's a PSA 10. It's from the greatest year ever in the history of basketball cards, 1997. It's from Fleer, which is one of the the original foundational products, basketball card product producers, going all the way back to 1961. And it's just got an awesome name and a really cool symbol down here, the Thrill Seekers. Let's see what happens. Let's find it. Oh, there's your orange Wemby. I actually did compare this. Oh, I wanted to, again, I'm not going to shit on Wemby, but I do want to say, and this is not novel, those of you, or I shouldn't say those of you because then I'm calling people out. Those who bought the Wembanyama PSA 10 anything early on in the game, as expected, are probably regretting it. I know they needed to get it. They needed to get the rainbow and all that stuff. But check this out. Highest price ever paid. So somebody is into this exact card, right? We're talking about this exact card for 17,600, 14,400, 14,300, 14,000, 13,600, 13,400, 13,200, 11,100, 11,100, and then last night this one sold for 10,500. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards that have sold higher. So what are we seeing here? Well, we're seeing a trend. The card's actually coming down in value, which is not surprisingly, because that's just sort of the natural course of events for ultra modern cards in PSA 10. Once they release, they're super hot, they come all the way down. We figure out who we're dealing with here, and Wimby is a mother. He is a generational freak of nature, going to be one of the greatest players of all time on both ends of the court. There is no question about it. You are absolutely in denial. This is not Zion 2.0. This is a whole different animal here. So he's doing everything he can do, but it's the natural order of things in the hobby for those cards to come down, find a saturation point, and then start to hopefully organically grow to the proper price point. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you think 10,500 is the proper price point? I have no idea. Enough of Wimby. Let's go to talk about Jordan. There's your Thrill Seekers right there. Great looking card. Pop 34, up 9.8% over the last 6 months. Over the last 2 years, up 61%. So more Jordan PSA 10s going absolutely bananas. Is this the highest ever? I didn't even think about that. That's the highest price ever paid. So now we've got a new record for the Thrill Seekers as well. So that's good for me because I've got one of these in 10. Very happy about that. Between the two, there's 34 PSA 10s, there's 57 BGS 9.5s. It's not as rare as you would think. That's 91 combined gems. That's not rare by Jordan 90 standards. But an all-time record, there's your chart right there. The most ever paid, including Bubble 2021, 2022. Next, we've got maybe one of the coolest looking cards that I've seen in here. It is the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Crown Royale jersey autographed Super Prime 1 of 1 Nike patch auto. Good Lord, is that a mouthful? That's what she said. 13,200 for this monster card right here. Two-time first team All NBA now. I think I got that right. And his team is moving. Don't let these guys in Oklahoma City add Lauri Markkanen to this team. Do not let those guys add Lauri Markkanen and replace, fill in the blank dipshit with Lauri Markkanen, because he's the perfect fit. It takes that team to a completely different level because everybody on that team's on the uptick. 2018 Prism Tiger Stripe. Here we go. We got our thumbnail theme coming back here. So here's the first animal print Doncic that you're going to get to see. This is the Doncic fadeaway armpit rookie number 280 PSA 10 Tiger Stripe. $15,000 for that Luka Doncic card. There it is in all its glory and splendor. That is up 7%. So another Doncic card that's up. It's gone up 1-2 times in a row. It's only a pop 22. There's not a lot of those out there, guys. Anthony Edwards, 2020 National Treasures, black box, 1 of 1 auto. I don't understand the black boxes, the white boxes. Y'all can talk about that. 17.4 for that one. The next animal print, albeit a select. Select went zebra. Prism goes tiger stripe. Select says, I'll one-up you. I'll go zebra. I want to know in the comments, which one would you rather have as a pet? A tiger, like Mike Tyson, or a zebra, like nobody I've ever met in my life? I think I'm taking the tiger. It's just much more intimidating. I don't think a zebra would kill me, and a tiger would, so there's some danger involved if you kept a tiger as a pet. But there's people out there in North America that have kept tigers as pets. Let me know. I don't know, but let me know about my Australian watchers. You guys have tigers all over the place, don't you? Roaming in the outback? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV. 2018 Select Courtside Zebra Prism PSA 10 does 18,600. So on this fateful day in PWCC Weekly Auction number 124, in a fight, the zebra beat the tiger. I don't think that would happen in real life. That's just me. One's predator, one's prey, but not in the hobby. Zebras are predators in the hobby. 2009 Topps Chrome Refractor Steph Curry BGS 9.5. This is serial number to 500. You guys are familiar with this. You guys know what I'm about to show you, and it ain't pretty. 21,600 last night, and by the way, that's a quad gem. That is a beautiful quad gem card. By the way, there's your zebra. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it. That card's up 1,745% all time. How many have sold in the last 2 years? Oh yeah, just this one, pop 7. Nasty right there. Ugly, but nasty. You know what I'm talking about. Here's your Steph Curry Refractor serial number to 500. It's a pop 101. down 51, only 51% over the last 2 years from a whopping 44,430. This one actually is a nice bounce back. It's a quad gem, so superlative subs helps to 21.6. Now here's the deal. You're going to look at this chart and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is a bloodbath. But if you do this, let's go look at 1 year. It tells a little different story. It's trying to fight back. It seems like we've hit the bottom on this card, although the last one was the bottom. So I don't want to jump to conclusions, and this one does have great subgrades. So up 20% with this quad gem over the last 1 year. Again, look closely at the data when you're making decisions on buying monsters like that. This one looks interesting. It looks like a marble background. I've never seen it. It's the National Sports Car Convention Silver Pack, Victor Wembanyama marketing. It's just graded authentic. It's a pop 1. I don't know anything about this. Somebody, and it's licensed, so that's pretty cool. It's got a Spurs jersey on him. Somebody in the comments is going to have to tell me about this. Maybe there was only one printed. Maybe this was like some kind of special marketing promo that wasn't distributed. That's what it kind of sounds like. It looks like, to me, in the back, and I didn't collect this product, but it looks like the image of the silhouette of the knight from the old Excalibur cards, those knight cards. Look in the background. I don't know anything about this card, so I'm not going to speak intelligently on it. I'm asking for information. Somebody in the comments educate those of us doing the video and watching the video. What the hell am I looking at? Somebody thought enough of this marketing card to pay $22,800 for it. Am I missing an autograph? Why does it say PSA DNA? Am I missing an autograph? Let me get in here. What am I missing here? It doesn't say, it does say auto. Where's the auto? Oh my gosh, I told y'all I turned 50 today. Holy shit. There's a gold Sharpie auto. I'm wondering why the hell this thing's $22,800. There's a PSA DNA in-person autograph in gold Sharpie right here. I am so sorry. I am literally laughing at how old I am right now because I just did not see it. I was too hyper-focused on the little knight guy in the background, but there's your gold autograph. I'm scrolling around it with my cursor, so truly apologize. Honest mistake. I just can't see because I'm old. Kobe Bryant, Fleer Tradition, Playmakers Theater. We know this is a monster for the Jordan. This is a Tier 1 Jordan hierarchy card, guys. If you don't know what the hierarchy is, go check it out on the channel, on the playlist. 28,800. These were serial number to 100. Be careful because there's a non-embossed version. There are 7 PSA 9s. There are 10 BGS 9.5s. The BGS, this is what's interesting. The PSA gem rate is 0. The BGS gem rate, 28%. That's unusual to say the least. That's the card right there on your screen. The 9.5, again, there's not a lot of them. There's 10 of them out there. Has only sold 3 times publicly in history. You don't want to know what it sold for in 2012. You could have bought 5 of those today with your $29,000. The last one sold for $30,500 in January. 6 months later, here we are. It sells for $28,800. I wonder if it's the same card. 9375 on Golden. 9375. So somebody bought it on Golden for $30,500 and sold it here 6 months later for $28,800, then paid PWCC some fees. So probably not a good flip right there. And then the card that won the auction, again, I'm going to take shit because you guys know I'm an 86 Fleer guy, although I do love and respect the 1984 star number 101, and I'm in the market for one. I'm not buying a PSA 7 because I think there's a little bit of a premium on the PSA still. There shouldn't be, but there is. This is an E sticker, and by the way, if you're one of those people that screams and says those stickers don't matter, you may not think they matter, but they matter. And let me show you why I say that. This is the PSA 7 84 star 101, sold last night for $50,000 freaking dollars. So it didn't just win the weekly; it won the weekly by quite some margin. There's a 7 right there. This is the sale from last night, $50,400. Guys, you tell me. Do you think that the sticker matters? I'll let you look at all these data points. There's been 38 sales of this card over 2 years since PSA started grading this thing. 38 sales. One of them has had a PWCC sticker. Look at the chart. Do your own research. Do your own research whether the stickers matter. And this wasn't even an S sticker. This was the middle sticker, the top 15% sticker. Stickers do matter. Now, you could also make the argument that, well, PWCC saw something that any astute star 101 purchaser would see themselves, it was an exceptional copy, whether PWCC put the sticker on it or not. True. That's absolutely true, and that is an argument that can be made. I'm just saying PWCC doesn't get it wrong very often. You don't very often see the PWCC Eye Appeal sticker cards selling for less than average. You usually see them setting records or battling it out with other PWCC Eye Appeal stickers. That's just my observation. Pop 77, not the lowest pop card in the world. Let's take an updated look at the pop. There's been 298 graded with PSA now, so already almost 1/4 as many as BGS. The question is, and this is always going to be the problem, and this is the first thing that I said when PSA announced they'd be grading them, is when people crack BGS and send them to PSA, or they cross over from BGS to PSA, they're probably not pulling those from the BGS pop report. So the BGS pop report is going to appear overinflated. I would bet a lot of these 9s and 8.5 BGSs, there's 328 of those, have been crossed over or cracked and subbed to PSA. Am I crazy for suggesting that? I think that's probably the case, and they've probably come back PSA 7s. And so PSA 7s you see have risen to 77. The BGS 8.5s and 8s, I don't know for sure, but I would guess those pop numbers aren't really coming down at the same rate the PSA 7 pop numbers are going up, if in fact there were some of those crossed over. So something to keep in mind, the PSA pop report will be accurate. The BGS pop report for eternity from now on will probably not be accurate. And so if you're a BGS copy holder, you might see, BGS 8.5 pop 254. It might be pop 196 right now, or 211, or we don't know, right? And that can be said for any of these pop reports, so that's something to always keep in mind. But I guess the question here is, BGS 8.5, 45 grand. PSA 7 last night, exceptional copy. Let's say it's a 40 grand card, 45 grand card. You want a BGS 8.5 or do you want a PSA 7? That's my question for you guys in the comments. I'm just asking that question honestly because that's sort of where I'm at in this move that I'm about to make and pick up a Star 101. Yeah, it's finally time for me to pick up this Tier 1 hierarchy Michael Jordan card from 1984. We'll leave the word rookie out of it because I don't want to start fights. All right, let's go back to our chart, our top 10. Jordan, Kobe, Wemby, Curry, Doncic, Edwards. Wow, 6 different ones. Doncic, SGA, Jordan, and then Wemby again. So there's your top 10, guys. Again, the Star 101 takes it home. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this weekly number 124. I came back like Jordan wearing the 4.5. I'm wearing the 5.0. I came back like Jordan wearing the 5.0. My birthday today, I turned 50. I can still speak, and hopefully I'm still articulate enough for you guys to enjoy these videos. I'm just looking at this Kobe card, and it's got some red tint to it. Weird. Anyway, thank you guys as always for watching. If you want to support the channel, there's a bunch of ways you can do it. Just check out the YouTube description. The easiest way to do it is to click the PayPal button and make a generous donation, which you certainly can. There's a link on there. Click it. Shoot me a few bucks, friends and family. I would appreciate it. I don't charge a subscription fee. If you wanted these videos to come back, that's probably a good way to make sure they do come back. Another way is to use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. If you're selling any cards on these PWCC weekly auctions, if you're interested in learning more about these auctions, always welcome to pick up the phone and call me if you got my cell. Message me on Instagram if you'd like to know more about these PWCC weekly auctions and how you can get involved and sell. The vault is free to open. I keep my cards in the vault in Oregon. That's just what I do. And these guys do pay me. But I will say this, I only promote things and companies and entities and things that I care about, that I trust, that are part of the way that I collect. Card Ladder, Trading Card Database, PSA, PWCC, what am I forgetting? Stuff that I really like in the hobby. I don't know. I'm sure I'm leaving something out. But if you want to support the channel, consider using PWCC to buy and sell your sports cards. And when you do that, it's a great way for you to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel with no money out of pocket. Thank you guys as always for watching. I hope you have a phenomenal week in the hobby. The Nationals not that far away, 7 weeks away. I will see you guys there. Thank you for watching. Keep it liking. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.